So, I've owned the Canon M50 for about 2 years now, and as of late, I've been getting a lot of questions on various videos for the M50. People have been asking me, hey, do you think this is a good camera to get in 2020? And in short, I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to give you about 10 reasons why. One, the image quality. The image quality on the M50 is really good. Whether you're taking pictures or you're shooting video, for the price, it's really hard to find a camera quite like this. Second is the autofocus. The autofocus on this camera is really good. You just point on whatever you want to focus on and the camera will focus on it, and it will not focus back and forth hunting for focus like a lot of other cameras do. It just finds the focus and it sticks with it. It's also very good if you're doing things like what I'm doing now, shooting YouTube content or vlog content where you're shooting yourself. You just tap on your face and you're in focus. Whether you move forward or back, side to side, it's going to keep you in focus. And now I'm going to take a quick break to ask you to please consider donating some money. Now I know a lot of people say, you could donate $2 to buy me a cup of coffee. Yes, you can do that. Or you could donate more to buy me a pair of shoes, put clothes on my back, whatever your pleasure is. I don't mind. It could be as little as $2. It could be $1. It could be $20. It could be $200. It could be, oh, hey. Now we're talking. Or you can simply subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Okay, back to the show. And what goes really hand in hand with the focusing system is the fact that you can flip the screen towards yourself. So you have a fully articulated screen. It's great for doing stuff like this, vlogging. It's great for taking selfies. It just works. And on top of that, the screen is actually pretty good. It's very easy to see, even in bright sunlight. And of course, if you're shooting video, having a mic input is just a huge benefit. I did a review on the Mayono microphone some time ago. I used that same microphone with the Canon 70D and it sounded good. And then I used it with the M50 and it sounded totally different. Matter of fact, that's what I'm shooting this video with. I'm shooting it with a combination of the M50 and the Mayono mic. And I mean, you be the judge. I think it sounds pretty good. And this is just a $20 microphone. This camera is very small, it's very lightweight, which makes it very easy to pack and very easy to carry around with you all day long. It's not going to take up a lot of space in the bag. It's not going to weigh down your shoulder. It's very light. The other thing that I like about this camera is the 4K time-lapse movie mode. I really like this because it helps you shoot time-lapse video by doing the math for you, which is just nice to have. It will show you exactly how long you got to leave your camera on to get a 10-second time-lapse video based on whatever settings you set. It really does all the thinking for you, so you don't have to sit there with a freaking pen and paper to figure out how long you got to leave the camera on and how many pictures you need to take, It does it all for you. Also has electronic stabilization built into it. It's not sensor shifting image stabilization, but it does help with your shots. If you're hand holding the camera and you're trying to get a steady shot, I find that it works really well. I did a whole video about this. There are situations where it doesn't work well, and if you want to learn about that, go ahead and watch the video. Now, when the M series cameras came out, there were not a lot of lenses that were made for them. Over the years, Canon has developed more lenses, but if you feel like there's not enough options, no problem. You can just buy an adapter and you can adapt all your EF and EFS lenses to this camera. So then now you have hundreds of lenses to choose from, basically. No problem. Actually, I don't know. I really don't know if it's hundreds, but you have a lot. Another cool feature of this camera, there are various picture profiles. I personally like to shoot in the natural profile and just kind of modify it to my liking. As you can see here, I'm kind of shifting from the natural over to the standard profile, and you can see the difference. The standard is like really sharp, really contrasty. But the nice thing about this camera is you can go into any picture profile and you can tweak the sharpness, you can tweak the contrast and the colors. So you really can manipulate the colors coming out of this camera to be whatever you want them to be. And I mean, the last thing is, it takes good pictures. And I have to say, for the price, I don't think you're gonna find anything that you can buy brand new for $500 that is capable of shooting video at this level of quality and also taking really good pictures. I just don't think it exists. So if you're asking me what I think about the Canon m50 in 2020 and whether or not I think it's a good camera for videos and for taking pictures, the answer is yes.